Hello everyone, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And in this episode, I suppose what we might as well be doing, because I believe last time I said I was going to reset time, but I feel like probably depositing my rupees first, because otherwise, they're going to go to waste and stuff like that. And we're actually going to be going into a new area this time, and I believe I already showed off, the bird that gives you like 200 rupees for like just some sort of strategy, if you want to try and get as much rupees as possible from the very beginning, because it saves you having to go around hunting for those chests, Anyway, let me just quickly deposit all my rupees. Okay, so now that all that's done, let me just have a look at my masks and that just to be sure, because I want to be certain, I suppose I bought a powder keg, actually, but the problem is, I could use it to open up the entrance, but since I'm going to be, resetting time, there's not really much point, so, no, I'm just going to play the Song of Time and that in order just to get back to the dawn of the first day and stuff, so, because that's just the main thing that you mainly want to do, when you're playing Majora's Mask. I do this a lot myself, is before you do anything, going back by using the Song of Time, just double check and have a look around, just to be, double certain, that that's everything that you need to do. Because, there's going to be something that I actually might need to do anyway, involving getting the Moon's Tears all over again. Because if you remember, the title deeds that you have to trade, with some of the Dekus, in order to basically let them have the land, and then in exchange they give you the Deku Flower, because each one of them has a heart piece to get. There's going to be another one in, the Great Bay, or at least, just the next area that we're going to be going to, and there's one more after that, so basically there's one in, each area, The quickest way to the ocean is through the West Gate. I like how, by the way, every time you reset the time, in case you're not too sure where to go, Tattle at the very start will tell you which way to go exactly. So she's basically telling me to go towards the way that was the ocean. I would have showed this off before, but by the time I started recording, she already said it, and she was basically telling me, to go near where the mountains are, in this case where the snowy area was, But, anyway, what do I want to do first? I tell you one thing actually I want to do just before I go there, because, I need to get this thing in order to access it anyway, is, oh, hello. That's going to be a thing that's going to appear much later in the game. If you remember before, where I collected a powder keg, I believe, what was it, back in, Snowhead, or at least just the mountain village, and, I got approved for carrying them. I'm now going to show off the fact of how it makes it a bit easier when you go into this shop, but then again, I just realized, when you buy a powder keg from the Gorman in there, you actually need 50 rupees, so of course, to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to go and get those, 100 rupee chests scattered around, Clock Town and stuff, particularly, just the one where you jump across the rooftops, just because, I don't know, that one's local and easy, really. So, I'm just going to speed this up to when I get it. Okay, there we go, that's 100 rupees. Now I'm going to cut back to where the shop was and things. Particularly the sign that says... Well, to me, I don't know why. When I look at the sign in that, I've always seen it as poop. I don't know why. It's just, it looks like it says poop. You'll see what I mean. Wait there. Okay, I'm right here and stuff, and I'm going to switch to first person and show you what I mean, come on. Surely, to me, that looks like it says poop. I don't know about you. I know it obviously doesn't say that, and it obviously says, something else, but, that's just a thing that occurs in my head, really. Anyways, right. So, what we mainly want to do is, now that I have 100 rupees, is talk to this Goron over here. However, as a human, he will say, "Hello, did you come to buy a powder keg?" This is just between us, but I have a huge bomb that this shop doesn't even carry. Oh, but my product is so heavy, I don't think you can carry it. I'm sorry, I even brought it up. Okay, cool, so in order to actually get this, we need to become a Goron in the first place. Hence, that's why, at the very beginning or so, I couldn't really get a powder keg anyway. So, even though, I'm going to the new location, you can only get to this after you've literally cleared, Snowhead Temple, as well as being Romani and stuff, So they do lay things out so that you have to do them in the particular order, but I'm alright with it, really. Except for Breath of the Wild and stuff, because, well, for Breath of the Wild, you just do whatever you like, really, and I absolutely love Breath of the Wild, really. Oh, of all places, you're a Goron, so you should be able to carry a powder keg, right? So, won't you buy a powder keg for 50 rupees? Yes, I happily will. Because it just saves me, having to go to Snowhead and then save the day again, and then buy one from that Goron. because I could just easily get one from Clocktown. Powder kegs made by by my instructor are extremely powerful. Come back and see me if you run out. Cool, because that is one thing that we will need in order to access the new area. Really, because there'll be this massive boulder in the way, and in order to literally get rid of it, we actually need one of these powder kegs in the first place. But do I want to get the moon's tier and stuff first? Well, actually, no. I'll tell you something I want to do just to make things a little bit more convenient and less stressful for me. I want to slow time down, which was... yeah, I'm starting to slowly get the hang of patterns for this now, because, like I said, you know, it's a different button combination compared to the N64, because I'm just so used to pressing the C buttons. But, you know, with analog stick, I mean, it's playing the songs aren't really that bad, really, with, like, this analog stick and stuff. But it's just the whole button layout, you know, is a little different in places. I suppose it's similar to, you know, if you play Banjo-Kazooie for the N64, you're more used to pressing the C buttons to change the camera than actually using the Xbox Live Arcade version, where in that one, what you did was you used the right analog stick, you know, to rotate the camera. Some people are not more familiar with, like, the yellow C buttons on the original N64 controller, like me particularly, but still. Oh my, also that bird right there. Do I actually want to kill that now? Because, I mean, I have fire arrows. You know, I don't see why not, because at least then I'm boosted to the maximum amount of rupees, and wherever I go, I've already hit the max, so I don't really have to worry. And then I can at least show off, you know, the fact that you can do this with it. And sometimes, okay, sometimes with this bird, you can hit it with your sword with a jump attack, but it can slightly be a bit difficult, and you have to mainly be quite close to it in order to hit it. Because sometimes the range isn't really good enough, but I have noticed that fire arrows get this thing down a lot faster. And like I say, I'm just trying to kill it as fast as I can, really. Oh no, wait, he just stole my sword. Okay, never do a jump attack on that bird then, because that was a stupid idea. This is bad. This is really bad, actually, because... actually, to be honest, do I actually need my sword for any of this going on? I don't think so. Oh dear. Okay, never do that again. At least though I have a whole bunch of arrows, and that's because I need actually arrows to make this a lot easier for me. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. That means I'm going to have to wait till freaking night of the first day in order to get it back. Damn it. Milk Road ahead. Romani Ranch further ahead. Okay, cool. So, god damn it. I was really hoping that I could just, like, kill it and stuff in order to get 200 rupees, but it is very risky because when that thing touches you, it can steal items from you. Particularly, it just stole, you know, my gilded sword, which is a shame because that's a really powerful sword that I have. I hope it's not too costly at the Curiosity Shop because I've never really had that happen to me. That's a real pain in the ass. Or sometimes, you know, he can steal your bottle as well. It just depends, really, I suppose. Except one thing I want to do is maybe hit this thing right here. Just, oh my god, no I can't because of I don't have my sword. Can I at least shoot it with an arrow? I hope so. Does that cause it to, like, do its thing? I hope it does. Let me just try this out. Hold on. No, it doesn't. I need my sword to literally hit that thing. Really? Oh my god, that is really bad. Well, I suppose I can't really do a lot about that for now then. Well, that's just fantastic. Okay, Gorman Track, home of the horseback riding experts. Beginners welcome. Please drop in at your leisure. Alright, cool, let's go doing that, and we'll just go see what all the fuss is about for this place, really. We've reused music from, was it Romani Ranch, I believe it was? Yeah, particularly when you're trying to race against the guy on your horse, Epona, and stuff when you travel through time. I really need to play Ocarina of Time one day. Well, at least I have before, but, you know, just get back to it one day, because I haven't played it in years. What do you want? You know what this place is. This is the Gorman Brothers Horse Training Center. You got no business here if you got no horse. Now beat it, scram. Alright, sorry, I was only asking. Oh, yeah. Okay, what about you? What are you gonna say? Won't you buy some fresh milk? This is just between you and me. That milk they produce down yonder at Romani Ranch is watered down a bit, so it's not worth drinking. We don't do that kind of thing here. Ours is the real deal. It's always fresh and full of vitamins. It's true. I'll sell it cheap just for you. How about it? No, not really. I'm okay. Oh, really? Milk this good will cost you double in town. This is true. Yeah, I suppose, but I mean, I'm going to be getting a bit of free milk going on, particularly when I do a side quest, so I don't really have to worry about this too much. I mean, I suppose if you're desperate for the milk and stuff to make your magic meter last longer, because I believe that's what it does. Like I was saying, I rarely try out any of these things going on. That's, you know, basically ideal also, because when your magic meter and that lasts longer, it means that you can use up as much of it as you can, so you can use it for better strategy. But you know, like I was saying also, I don't really tend to bother buying potions or milk or anything. I just grab fairies in the bottles because they're free, and if I die, I come back alive, and that's good enough for me, you know? Oh, great, I'm speaking to Tingle and stuff now, am I? Cool. Because I've just literally noticed, he has like a watch with a necklace. Or at least a necklace with a watch on right there, I don't know why. I've literally only just noticed this now, to be honest. Anyway, yes, I would like to get this Romani Ranch because it will be needed for a certain side quest later. In fact, Romani, the actual owner, recommends you to get a map for it, and you'll see what I mean in a minute or so. After Tingle has done his catchphrase going on. He does that every time you speak to him, by the way, and I don't know. I just find that really catchy myself. Okay, so there's this massive boulder in the way, basically blocking entrance to where we couldn't really get to it before. But if we speak to this guy, he'll say someone was up to no good mischief and blocked the road to Romani Ranch. Wait, somebody actually did this? Oh, I thought it was just there by itself. I'm sorry, I'll remove it quickly. Let me just try speaking to him as a Gorman, though. Does he say anything different? This is a little dangerous, so step back. No, I think he says the exact same thing. Well, I can help out, my friend, because I have a powder keg with me. And I've noticed that with the powder kegs, when you put them down, remember how they just took absolutely forever to do it? These ones are really quick. Wow, I thought I could break it. I think he just runs out of the way and stuff, and he's doing a little dance right here. I don't know why he does that, to be honest, but if you listen to the ticking, you see it's already blown up. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption there, but let's see now. So with all that opened and out of the way, let's go see what he has to say about this. Hey, as long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. Fair enough. And this leads us to Romani Ranch, the newest area that we've gone to so far, and it's already 9 o'clock. That's probably, though, literally because I forgot to play, you know, the reversed Song of Time in order to slow it down. Oh, cool! And since I've got a mask that I got very, very early into the game when I spoke to Gulu Gulu, that will allow me to get a certain heart piece in this particular area. But first off, how about we go up, because we're about to notice something that we haven't seen since the very beginning of the game. Look! Isn't that your horse? Indeed it is, yes, so we finally have found Epona, our horse that was lost to us, you know, at the very beginning when I fell off it, and then Skull Kid stole it, and it just vanished after that, so now we have finally found it. Also, hello. Hey, who are you? Oh, this is my first time meeting a foreigner. You're cute. Okay, and with that, she's added to our thing. I don't know why you'd call a massive freaking Goron that's like twice the size of you cute, but whatever. If we speak to her, though, as Link, she'll say, hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? You can actually say, I won't say my name, and she'll be like, oh, okay, and then she'll call you her nickname, just to let you know. But that's what I did in my practice file, and I'm curious to see what happens when you click on Link. Link? That's a nice name, but how about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes, and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight. They are coming. They come at night, every year when the carnival approaches. They come riding in a bright, shining bull. A whole lot of them come down. And then they come to the bar. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? I guess so, yeah. If you say no, she'll be like, oh, well that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Great, now that's the spirit, Grasshopper. Okay then, I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for that barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. You got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. 2 minutes? Alright, I was gonna say, I was like, the current record is 1 minute. I was thinking, I was like, hang on, I need to beat this in under 1 minute, don't I? Okay, yeah, so this will allow us to basically get back on our horse known as Epona, so we're actually on her for the first time in this series going on, except for the cutscene, even though that wasn't through gameplay, really. And this one is gonna be a bit of a pain, isn't it, because of analog sensitivity, bloody hell. Okay, so like she was saying, you mainly want to try and hit them all before a minute passes by, in order to like beat the record. It's not too hard, I suppose, because I mean, with a little bit of accuracy, you should be okay, like this or so. So mainly you just want to keep going around, just keeping an eye, you know where they are. And for some reason, opponent always stops there. That's really weird. I don't really get that. I don't get why she does that half the time. Because sometimes you just run across that track and then she'll just magically stop. It's rather strange and off-putting, to be honest. Anyways, I would like to hit that, though. And now hit the other one down here, if possible, maybe? Like so, okay. Should be another one. I don't think I'm going to beat the record, though, because I've got, like, literally not that much seconds remaining. And, okay, there's one more somewhere. Whereabouts is it? Oh my god, wait, hold on. Can I actually do this? No, no, no! Oh, come on! Really? Again with the freaking analog sensitivity. God damn it. I was very, very near the end or so, but if you don't beat the record, it's not the end of the world. 154? That's great! You two work perfectly together. I'll teach Romani's horse calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now you two keep getting along and go practice some more. It is Epona's song, the song of two who are bound by trust. When your arrow hits these, they burst into nothing, but the real ones keep popping up. If they get in the barn, we lose. They run away at first light of the sun, so we'll have to keep fending them off until then. Did you get that? Yeah, I guess so. The operation starts tonight at 2. I'll be waiting in the barn. Don't be late. And this is another thing I actually forgot to point out. When these exclamation marks appear in your notebook, that basically reminds you of what your assigned task has been for that day. So in case you know you're given a time, it'll add it to your notebook so you can just look back at it if you will. So of course, if I look at my notebook right now, and go over to where Romani is, because she's been added to my notebook, there'll be this exclamation mark here. It tells me, you know, help get rid of ghosts at 2:30 AM. Super, super convenient, because it means that if you just skip past all the text, you don't have to worry too much. No, I'm okay really, because I don't think the reward is that worth it, to be honest, when you, beat the record or so. However, one thing I can do really quickly, and then probably end the episode off right here, is, well, for a start, I might as well ride my horse, since I've got it right here or so. I would like to climb on top of it, and then go around, and not go to that one over there, because that's going to be needed for a side quest that's going to be a right old pain in the arse or so. I remember Chugga Conroy had a lot of trouble with that particular area, so I'm not looking forward to that. But if I go into here, because before, on like, well, at the start of the series or so, where I speak to Guru Guru, and he told me about his song, he gave me the Bremen's mask, if you remember, that told me about being a leader of like some animals. If we go over to this guy over here, who's beside a tree, he will say this. I heard it from my gramps. Says the moon's gonna fall. With something that big, it's sure to take this ranch down with it. Ha! Oh well. My only regret is that I won't get to see these guys in their prime as roosters. Okay, right, so he's a bit more depressed than that, really. He's pretty much, I think he's the same sort of character, really, as from Ocarina of Time, where he says, people are disgusting, my own father and mother are disgusting, you must be disgusting too? As far as memory calls, anyway, from last time when I played Ocarina of Time. But, this one is actually a little funny or so, I find, where if I put on the Breeman's mask, eventually, so I'm just going to go over to it and read what it says, so young animals will state you for the leader. When you put this on, I don't want to read it again, and press the B button, you'll begin like this marching sequence. And what you want to do, is when holding down B, you want to march all around this sort of area, and then grab each one of these chicks, or so. Blimey now. Awesome, so Link is picking up chicks per usual. Right, so this is probably going to take a while. Well, not really that too long on that, I suppose. I mean, it just depends really on whereabouts you're going. But personally, what I like to do is just walk all around, like, every single area. But just sort of, you know, just walk up and down. Also, if you release the B button, by the way, all this just resets back to its normal levels. Alright, cool. So, after a while... this should be the last one. Yep, there we go. So, after saving all of them, they just magically will all turn into massive chickens. Or in this case, in the Zelda universe, they're known as, like, cuckoos. So, after waiting a while, just keep holding down B while they're doing this, by the way. Let go once, and you have to start all over again, pretty much. And there you go. They all turn into these things, cheering up that dude. I don't really get it, but just seeing these guys with a crest and all, I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. Oh wait, and he actually gives this. Never mind, fine. I thought he was going to give us like a heart piece or something, because this is one thing I've got to do on my practice file, to be honest. I just remembered it while recording. I was like, oh wait, this. Yeah, I remember this. But this is the bunny hood. My, what long ears it has. Will the power of the wild spring forth? Yeah, these guys are all roosters. Oh wait, they're roosters? Really? I thought those were known as like cuckoos. Oh well, never mind. Yes, so the bunny's mask. This one is actually quite useful. And fun fact, little fact actually. If you... well, actually no, it's not quite available yet because I need to fill up this space, but it's a reference to Star Fox, and you'll see what I mean also when I actually get the one, which is actually a fox, believe it or not, because when it lines up, it basically shows, what's it, Fox McCloud, Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, and Slippy Toad, if you will. So that's a fun little reference going on there. But the bunny hood allows me to run an awful lot faster, except in 50 Hz, it doesn't really look that different, to be honest. The actual speed feels different, but I'm just saying, you know, the animation looks no different at all, really, but never mind. Also, I keep forgetting I can't redraw my sword because of that bloody bird stealing it. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, that's what you get if you do, like, the whole mission there or so. Without the Bremen mask, you can't really do anything in there, unfortunately, so just keep note of that. And at a time like this, I reckon I'm going to call things off here. I apologise if this hasn't really been a very intense or, you know, interesting episode, but sometimes Majora's Mask gets like that, depending on what area you're in. But I hope I've done at least my best, also. Yeah, I've tried. Anyway, so in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we are probably going to be going to the next area, known as the Great Bay, I think it's called. But... I don't know if I should really, because I haven't really got a sword, and venturing in there without a sword is a little risky, to be honest, but, I mean, I suppose I could try it just to be different. So take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.